Hi, my name is Felicia Ricketts, and today I'll be showing you how to use Google Classroom. We'll be doing a basic introduction to Google Classroom for teachers. In our next videos, we'll be doing an introduction to Google Classroom for students. So I'm going to be pulling up our Gmail. The first thing we need to do, we need to sign in to our Gmail account. Now, in order to sign in into our Gmail account, this is what we do. So we go to Gmail. So we're now on Gmail, right? So what we do from Gmail, we click on right here where we see Google Apps. We click on that, and then we'll see Classroom. Sometimes Classroom is usually at the bottom. So you'll scroll to the bottom where you see Classrooms, and you can drag and drop it at the top so it's easier for you to access it. All right, so we're going to click on Classroom. I had one open earlier. I'm just going to close that one out and show you step by step how we're going to go through with Google Classroom. All right. So it's loading. So here we are now. We're loading Google Classroom. What Google Classroom does, it allows us to have our online classes successfully. Now, I have some classes that I have already created, but I'm going to walk you through the process of how we would create a class. So now there is a plus sign right here. You can click this plus sign. When you click this plus sign, it asks you if you want to join a class or you want to create a class. No, we're going to be creating a class today. So let's walk through that. So because I'm using a personal account, it's going to ask you some things. You can just click OK, continue, and agree. Now, let's go. All right, so now it's asking us for the class name. So we're just going to go ahead and say grade 10 chemistry. All right, now we can put the subject. You can edit these later, but for now we're just going to go with chemistry, and then we're going to hit create. Now the class is being created right now. So after we create the class, we're able to move around in the class to create different topics. I'm going to be walking you through that. All right, so let's just wait on it to be created. All right, so now we have our class. It's now created. Now right here where you have grade 10 chemistry, you can change the theme right here by selecting theme to have access to some different themes. Or if you want to upload, let's say, a class photo, you're able to do that by clicking uploading photo. But we can do that at a later stage. I just want to walk you through the process of how you can set up your class using Google Classroom. All right, so now the first thing that we're going to see as we enter is the stream option. In stream, it allows you to communicate with your class. So it's for quick communication. So you can go ahead and say, welcome students. So share with your class, welcome students. And you can add a file. Let's say you want them to see a photo, or you want a Google Drive or a link or a YouTube video, you can add that here. But for now, I'm not going to be adding anything just yet. So we click post. When we click post, all the students in the class are able to view what we have communicated to them. So stream is for quick communication. We don't usually post classwork or homework there. We usually allow it for announcements or anything like that. All right. Now, from stream, we've communicated to our class. But if you realize, we haven't invited anyone to our class as yet. So right now, no one can see what we've posted. So there, if we go here, there's a class code that we can click on. This is what we would give to the students for them to join the class. So if you don't like this code, there's actually an option where you can go in settings and change it, but we're gonna just go with this code for now. And you can communicate this code to your students, or you can copy invite link. The link has been copied and you can paste it and email the students, and they'll join Google Classroom by clicking join a class, and then they'll be in the class. There's also another option where you can invite the students to the class by going over where people is, the people option. So you'll click on people. You can invite other teachers to your class if you're collaborating, or you can go ahead and invite students right here by putting in their email address. So here we have the link, but we also have the name or the email. So you can go ahead and invite students by clicking. All right. Now we're gonna cancel that. We're not inviting anyone just yet. No, we've looked at stream. No, classwork. Classwork, this is where we basically give our students assignments, material, quizzes, any classwork that you have for your students, you can give it to them through this option. So you'll click on create. So now it's telling that you can create assignments and questions. You can use topics to organize classwork into modules or units. You can also order your work the way you want students to see it. So you can choose what you want to go at the top, what you want to go at the bottom. So we'll click create. When we click create right now, it's asked us if we want to create an assignment. So we can go ahead and create an assignment. Or let's say we want to create something else. In this case, I want to start with the topic. So I'm going to be creating the topic so the students can know what we're about. So the first topic that we're going to be doing is states of matter, because this is chemistry. All right. So we're creating topic states of matter. By doing this, the topic is there for all the students to see the topic. Now we can add things under this topic. So we go back into create. And let's say we want to post a material because we want them to have access to what state of matter is all about. So we can go ahead and put our title. So states of matter PowerPoint. So now we're introducing our students to what states of matter is about through a PowerPoint. So this is a state of matter PowerPoint. Your description, you can tell the students what it's about. So I'm going to be saying, please or let's not do that. So the description, you can tell them what it's about. So we'll go, this PowerPoint contains information about the 3 states of matter. So the students know what the PowerPoint is about. And then we can go on add. If it's a Google Drive, you can add it. If it's a link that you want to do, you can add it. If it's a file, you can add that. Or if it's a YouTube link, you can add that. In my case, I'm adding a file. So it's a PowerPoint on the states of matter. So we'll go there, we'll see upload. We'll click browse because it's on my computer. And then from clicking on browse, it takes me straight to document. So I can go ahead and click states of matter. It's gonna be right here. So states of matter. And now it's uploading. All right. So now we're uploading our PowerPoint on states of matter. It's now right there. You're able to see it. Now we're practically almost finished, but we want it to go under the topic states of matter. You could create a topic from this option, but we've already created our topic, so we can just click states of matter right here. If you wanted to post it to more than one class, let's say you have more than one grade 10 class, you could click the other class so it can be posted to them as well. You can select which students you want. Let's say you want some students to get it while some other students, you don't want them to get it as yet. Let's say you're doing differentiated instructions, then this option here would come in handy. Now we're finished with this, so we'll go ahead and post. When you post it, your students will get the notification in stream, and they're also able to access it in classwork, states of matter, PowerPoint material. Now we can also create questions. We can create assignments. So I'm gonna show you how to create question. So question, so right here, question, you can type your question. So I'm gonna be asking, what are the 3 states of matter? All right, and I want it to be a short answer, but you could also choose multiple choice. All right, and then the instructions, that's optional, so you could tell them what you want, give some instructions. If you want to add material, let's say you want to add some reading material, a link or so, we could. All right, let's go ahead and add a link. So I'm going to be opening states of matter over here to add a link inside of that. All right, so over here now we can get a link. So here we have a link. We can copy it and go ahead and go back into our Google Classroom and paste it. Now we can add link. Just like that, the link has been created. We want the topic here to be state of matter. You can choose at the bottom if you want students to reply to each other or you want the students to be able to edit their answer. So you can select that as well. That's an option that you're able to select. All right. And just like that, we're finished. So we can go ahead and ask our question. All right. Now, our Google Classroom is coming on nicely. There are other things that we can do. We can track attendance using our Google Classroom. Now, how do we track attendance? We can go here, the same create button, and we can click on question. Question, we could ask them, are you early for class? Now, instead of selecting the default button, which is short answer, we could select multiple choice. And for multiple choice now, it's giving us options. So option 1, you would say yes. Clear, you wouldn't say no, because if they're not early, then, they can answer you. And then it's for this same class. So you can go ahead. For this one, the points, it's ungraded because this is not a graded thing. The due date, you can also put a due date there. So let's put a due date. So our due date, we're gonna use Tuesday, the 27th. You can put your time. So we're gonna go ahead with 8 o'clock. All right. Now we're almost finished, No topic. We haven't created our topic for this one as yet. So let's now create a topic. Our topic that we're gonna be using is attendance, or we could use daily attendance. So this is daily attendance, and you can press ask. Now you're seeing daily attendance. So daily attendance is there, state of matter is there. But let's say you don't want daily attendance at the top. You want state of matter at the top. You can select move up. No, state of matter is at the top, daily attendance is at the bottom. You can go ahead, you can add more things, you can add assignments. Your students are able to upload their assignments there, and we're able to basically monitor our classroom online, monitor all our students' progress and performance online using the Google Classroom. Now grades, we could use the grades option here. We don't have any grades as yet, but it also allows us to track the progress of our students, their academic progress. Now, the last thing I'm going to be showing you on Google Classroom, if you have questions, please feel free to comment them. The last thing I'm going to be showing you is how to use quizzes and link that with your Google Classroom. So I'm going to be opening quizzizz. So quizzizz.com. What it does, it gives you online quizzes in almost all subject areas. So you can create your own quiz, or you can use quizzes that are already there. There are thousands of quizzes in different subject areas. So you can go ahead. We're going to open quizzes and we're going to be linking quizzes to our Google Classroom. All right, so our students can access their quiz. The quiz will be automatically marked and the grades will be uploaded. All right, so we're on state of matter. So we're gonna put state of matter in. Still loading up. So state of matter. So we're looking for a state of matter quiz that is appropriate to the age group that we're currently teaching, all right? So we're gonna find a state of matter quiz and we're gonna link that to our Google Classroom. So here we found one. So we hit the play button right here and we can assign homework. No, there is assigned to a class, not assigned to any classes as yet. So we're gonna select that. Now, right here, we're seeing options to assign it to a class. So we can go ahead and I'm going to be assigning it to this class. You can pick specific students, but I'm not gonna be doing that today. You can put a title for the assignment here, state of matter. And you can put the schedule and the description there, but I'm not gonna be doing that today. All right, let's do that. So I'm assigning it to this class. I'm gonna name the assignment. And then I'm just gonna hit next. So the quiz has been assigned to one class. So it will be assigned to one class. So you can go ahead now and click assign. Now, when you click assign, the quizzes will automatically show up in that Google Classroom that you've assigned it to, and the students will see it and they're able to access that quiz. When they're finished, the grades are actually linked. So your grades will be linked from quizzes to your Google Classroom. All right, so that's what happened. Very simple. Now we can go back into our Google Classroom, look at our classwork, see what's there. On this corner, we can see all topics, state of matter, daily attendance. We could go back into stream. Now, in stream, you can see all that we have created so far. You can see the upcoming, what's upcoming, so your students can see which classwork is gonna be due next. So it keeps you organized for the most part. You can click these three little lines over here and you'll see all your classes on this corner. You can go to any class that you want. You can go to your settings. We also have more settings over on this side. Remember we said that we could edit these earlier. You can edit these right there. And this is your class code, invite code. So this is your link that you can use. In stream, let's say you don't want all your students to comment because sometimes kids get carried away and they post things. We can control that. So we can say students can only comment or only teachers can post or comment. All right, so it gives us some control as teachers. Now the grading is there if you want to use that. Now these are just simple steps or just an simple introduction to Google Classroom. If you're having any trouble or any concern or any questions that you have about Google Classroom, please feel free to reach out to us. I'll be very happy to assist you. This is just an introductory video. For the most part, you can go on Google Classroom, feel free to play around, make some demo, create one for yourself, create an account for yourself, use it up, try it, play around with it, and we'll see what happens. But if you have questions, feel free to reach out. We'll be doing one more video to explain to students how they can use the Google Classroom, how they can access their classwork, how they can access their quizzes, etc. But this is the end. Thank you so much for coming. We'll see you on the other side. Thank you.